Raindrops in the air, they act like a prism and form a rainbow. The rainbow is a division of white light into many beautiful colors. These take the shape of a long, round arch, with its path high above and its two ends apparently beyond the horizon. There is, according to legend, a boiling pot of gold at one end. People look, but no one ever finds it. When a man looks for something beyond his reach, his friends say he is looking for the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
I'm a Valley girl, like, totally, for sure. And I grew up in, like, Canoga Park, which is kind of like near, like, Woodland Hills and stuff. You guys ever got there, like, near Topanga Canyon. And I had this older brother, and he's wonderful. I actually, just this past summer, we became, like, best friends, but we've always, like, hated each other. He's 25, and I'm 20. He'd sit on my face and fart, and it smelled like rotten corn. And he would pin me down and hawk loogies, you know, and, like, suck them back up right before they hit my face. And he used to tell me about this old lady that would come and take me away if I was bad, or if I wasn't nice to him or something. And so one day he dressed up in old lady clothes, and he had this gray wig. And I was like 4, so he was like 9 or 10 or something. And he dressed up like this old lady, and he knocked on the front door. Like, he went out the back door and came around to the front door, and he knocked, and my nanny opened the door, and, like, I just saw him and, like, freaked out and ran away. But the best story of all is we had just moved into a new house in, like, West Hills, which is kind of, like, nicer than Canoga Park, so it was, like, a big deal. And I came home from school one day, and he had this, like, crazy room. Like, he was, like, kind of a fucked up kid. Was, like, doing a lot of drugs at a really young age, and, like, his walls were painted with, like, demons. He's an incredible artist, so, like, the walls had, like, just these amazing murals of these, like, really evil demons all over them, and, like, the inside of cassette tapes were stapled all over the ceiling, so there was just, like, black stringy stuff, like, hanging down from the ceiling all over, and, like, just everything was, like, black and dark and evil looking, and he had, like, a board with, like, black widows pinned all over it that he'd caught and pinned while they were still alive. So my grandpa had made me this beautiful wooden cradle and given me a baby doll to put inside the cradle. And my grandpa was dead now. And my brother took that baby doll and he nailed it to a wooden cross he built. Like, he nailed it upside down to a wooden cross and set it on fire and hung it on the wall in his room. And I came home from school, and he was like, and I was probably like 5, so he was like 10. Oh my God. So oh my God, this is so horrible. I come home from school, and he's like, Trisha, guess what I did to your doll? It's so cool, you're gonna love it. And he was serious. And I was like, okay, what did you do? And I, like, follow him into, like, the bedroom, and maybe he was 12 and I was 7. That sounds like more right. So I follow him into his bedroom, which I was always really scared to go into his bedroom anyway, so, like, I would sit close by his side, and I see this doll, like, hanging on an upside-down crucifix, like, burnt to a crisp, hanging above his bed, and I flipped out. Like, I was screaming and crying, and, like, and I took it to my mom, and my mom, like, took it off the crucifix, and she was like, there, you have your doll back. And I was like, what? Like, its hair was, like, burnt and, like, melted because it had, like, that, you know, like, plastic hair. It was awful. I was so upset.